Alright, we're gonna check the house, make sure we didn't get no storm damage. Looks fine though, right?
Yeah.
There was no storm damage around here, right? There was a... You live here, Corsicana, or no? Okay. You guys get hit hard last night?
Just it wasn't too bad. Was bad where you were?
No. They made it seem like it was gonna be really bad though. I mean, yeah. Alright, I appreciate it, man. Check the houses. Make sure everything... We got a lot of rain and storm damage. There's storms last night. I don't think we got any damage at all. It's warm out here. About turning this into a rental. Just a regular rental so we can at least start making some money back. Because the housing market is trashed. Unfortunately. So get some money back. Try and get some monthly rental come in. Hopefully they don't mess up the house. So yeah, all good in the house here. I think as always they definitely overplayed the rain and storms that we were gonna get, at least down here. But it's always worth checking, make sure everything's good. Pool looks like shit. Been having a constant problem with that pool constantly being green, and this guy's always here two times a week, and it's still 2 times a week, and it's still green. Hey Steve, I'm calling about that roll-off truck I dropped off last Wednesday.
I'm working. I just saw your number. I'm working on it as we speak. Okay. I got 2 or 3 different people trying to give me quotes on it as we speak. So I get a different quote on it, I'll call you. There's a good number to call you back at. All right. Yeah, I'll call you right back as soon as I get this quote done. I'll call you right back.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Bye.
It should solve both problems, but we won't know that until we put a crank sensor in it. And it needs exhaust work underneath it. The exhaust leaks coming from underneath the truck. It's got 3 clamps. It's got to be put on. 3 clamps and gas. It's got to be put back on it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'll give you a call back. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Bye. Brakes we can do ourselves. I didn't know I had a light out. Of course, that should be done during pre-check. Cab light out. Obviously, the mud flap. Daniel just messed up the mud flap. I've got mud flaps at the office we're gonna do. I'm paying him $100 for a mud flap. Exhaust leak. I knew it was sounding funny when I drove it over there. It sounded like air. So I figured it did have an exhaust leak. That we can take care of. I've got a guy that does that. Yeah, I think a lot of it we could do ourselves. So I'm gonna call Dylan and ask him about the crankshaft. The little baby can. So they did a complete demo of this park right here. Looks like chunks of concrete to me. Don't put it in there. We're not taking it with us. What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell?
Yo, what is going on YouTube? This is Josh with American AF Dumpster Rentals here in Dallas. Man, so today is going to be a quick day. We only got a couple things to do. So today's topic, I actually got an email the other day asking me some questions about team building. When is a good time to hire an employee versus just staying as a solo operator? And I thought that was a good topic. So we're going to go with that in today's video and kind of talk about it a little bit. Because I know a lot of guys face that same question when they're starting and running their business. And just remember guys, this is my opinion, not, just my opinion. Some of y'all might disagree and that's okay. But I honestly feel like if you are a service-based business, the owner should really be able to basically wear all the hats. And the owner should basically know how to operate the business all the way around. I've never been the type of owner who is not hands-on. I do know there's obviously lots of businesses that are successful when the owner is not hands-on, or if the owner doesn't know how to actually do the job, right? Like, let's say somebody owns a dumpster company and never actually ran dumpsters, never actually was behind a truck. Guy's waving like he knows it. Never actually was behind a truck. Well, then how successful can that guy be? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are plenty of guys that are successful that haven't been behind a truck. But when a driver calls in, when a customer calls, when the driver's unable to make it, there's an accident, whatever it is, someone's got to be able to jump behind the truck, behind the wheel, and get to work. And so if the owner can't, well, then he's just relying on employees. I think everybody should be able to, like I said, do every part of the business, from dispatching to trucks to service, even whatever it is that you do. The owner needs to be able to do it and get his hands dirty. How do you build a team? Well, first and foremost, you gotta know how to do the job yourself first. And when do you know how to hire? That's the question I get a lot. When do you know when it's time to hire somebody? Well, two things, right? When you can afford them is number one, but number two, when you have enough work. At least that's the way I've done it. When I have enough work that I was running myself more than full time, then I knew that I could afford to pay a driver to come and work and guarantee him 40 hours a week. So that's how I scaled and grow. I'm not gonna tarp it, that stuff's not going nowhere. You have enough work for one full-time truck, great. Time to hire somebody. You can guarantee that person, awesome. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Camiones, cargados. It's a hump, bro.
That's just a piece of dirt.
Big old chunks, piece good. Nice having you back there. Hey. Thank you. Yeah. I got some money. $13 for like 10. It was like, what was it, like 10,000 pounds? All right, so at the end of the day, an owner operator, right? You start off a business. Ooh, a little bumpy. You start off a business and you wear all the hats, right? You're the driver, you're the dispatcher, you're the call taker, you are the maintenance person, you are the cleaning person, you are whatever it is that the company requires you to do or the business requires you to do. You basically do it, and then as you grow, as you feel that, you hire out things that you A, don't want to do anymore, or B, you can't do anymore because you just physically don't have the time. And so that's when you really determine whether, once you grow and you grow a little bit more, you determine whether it is that you want to continue to work in the business or work on the business. A lot of guys are in this business because they just want, some guys are using this as a retirement, retirement plan, right? They're done, they've already retired their full-time jobs. I mean, there's a lot of ex-firefighters in this industry, ex-police officers, and they're just looking to do something with their time. And so they get into a business that, you can easily run this business 10, 20, 30 hours a week with 5, 10 cans and make very good side income and not have to actually have another job for the rest of your life if you want to retire that way. And then there's other guys. I mean, personally, when I first started, I wanted to stay small under CDL, and I honestly just wanted, I really wasn't sure what I wanted, to be honest with you. I started it as a side hustle, of course. I had another business. Once it was decided that I was going to sell the other business and go full-time into this one, that's when it was time to really take it serious and start hiring and growing this business. So could it be somebody's side hustle? Absolutely, I think so. There's guys that say that you can't side hustle this business. I think you can, as long as you keep your expenses low. You could do it very well with a pickup truck and a trailer, and just do it as a side hustle. It could grow into a very, very good business. And then there's obviously the guys that want to just grow the business as big as they possibly can. At some point in your business, it's time to figure out, okay, now is the time to start hiring an employee. And then so you hire your first driver, right? You hire your first driver, and then you become the part-time person. You become the person that will be working on the business and not necessarily in the business, right? So the day-to-day operations can be done by the driver. You could be a part-time driver, but you can also be out there making phone calls, sending out emails, trying to garner new customers, new clients through the door, start networking, going to chamber meetings, all that kind of stuff. Working on your paperwork, your taxes, that takes forever. Stuff like that. Slowly, as you continue to grow more and more, then your part-time working on the business and part-time driving behind the wheel becomes, all of a sudden you have enough work to really be behind the wheel full time again. Well, then there's time to hire your second driver. And that's how I plan to grow my business. Slowly, organically. I literally just posted probably a couple weeks ago that I was looking for a second driver. We have enough vehicles, enough trucks right now where I could hire a second driver. I think there's enough work. Some days obviously it's slow, but the majority of times it's busy enough for us to be able to hire a second driver full time. And the days that we're slow, well, it's the days that we do maintenance on the vehicles, pre-checks, all that stuff. Really kind of work on the trucks, grease them up, and make sure they're well maintained, so that hopefully you prevent a lot of issues in the future. And so eventually it'll get to the point where I won't be behind the wheel at all anymore, hopefully, and it'll be just drivers and me doing a lot of the behind the scenes work, the networking, the paperwork, growing other parts of the business. My franchise, for example, growing that side of the business, and the trailer sales, stuff like that. So that will hopefully be, in the next couple years. So we'll see. Although there are people, and just like myself, I enjoy being behind the wheel. I really do. I enjoy getting out. I like my alone time, except for when the camera's here.
The amount of shade being thrown at me right now. Look at this dude. He hates me. Look at his face. He's gonna throw me out the truck. Help me.
I like my time where, it's just, I can catch up on phone calls with family and stuff like that. Just my windshield time. So I really do enjoy driving. So I don't know if I'll be giving it up completely ever, but it will be eventually time for me to not be behind the wheel and just be in the office. It's a really good question, and it's a question that a lot of business owners struggle with. When is the perfect time? When is the time? Should I hire? What about slow season? Because there is going to be inevitably a slow season when in the wintertime, when the calls stop coming in and the contractors, they're not doing the roofing jobs. Then what? Well, at the end of the day, you bring on an employee, you bring them on full time, they're relying on the income of your business to pay their bills, pay their house, all that stuff. So I will guarantee my employee, no matter what, a minimum of 40 hours. Does that mean that there's some day that he goes home early? Yeah, but it also means that sometimes I have the employee do other jobs, other things that necessarily isn't about dumpsters. I've had people come to my house and work on our French drain and demoing stuff. It's just lots of different things. So you can almost always find work for them to do, especially if you have big trucks, because there's a lot of maintenance that can be done on the trucks. A shop, you can do a lot of stuff at the shop, cleaning, organizing, buying enough tools and equipment and oil and all that stuff. But it's a great question. To the person who asked, good luck to you. It's an exciting time. It's also a nerve-wracking time, right? You're really nervous about hiring somebody on. But I don't really know many people who have hired on an employee, especially in a service-based industry like this, and have regretted it because they found that they didn't really need the employee. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you'd be surprised at how many things we put off because we are behind the wheel, you know, 5-6 days a week. And you'd be surprised at how many things you can actually accomplish not being behind the wheel 8 to 10 hours a day as well. All right, so today was a real quick one, just a quick 15. We had some other stuff that we were doing in the shop, but stay tuned. Hold on, video's not over yet. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Well, actually, we'll be back in like 2 minutes. Stay tuned because we got a surprise for tomorrow. So it is now day 2, and it is crazy, rainy, and really ugly all day today. But we are going to pick up the International. We're on our way now. It's got several things that I think we can fix in-house. So I basically just had them do the alignment, the rear alignment. I think I might get somebody to come out and help me on the wheel seal. And then it's got a crankshaft that I'm going to be able to put in, probably, hopefully. So I got to order some parts and a couple little minor details. But other than that, it's going to be good to go. We've got some delivery of some 40 yards here in a little bit. Daniel's in the Kenworth, so we need a truck to unload the 40s off the semi truck. So we are on our way now. One thing first. Trying to figure this out so that it doesn't, the inside dumpster won't fall out. I'm just trying to keep it low. That's as low as it'll go. With it being wet, it might slide out a little bit easier. Can I go back a little bit more? I'm pretty close. There we go. Easy money. You good to go? Cool. That right there is, my friends, is how you unload 2 cans. You'll see. This might give Daniel a little bit of bad memories unloading a can inside of another one. We'll make sure to drop the can not anywhere near a curb.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
He has no idea what I'm talking about, which is funny. I'm sure once he watches this video, he'll understand.
Hey, Josh just said this is gonna give you PTSD, the way he's unloading it.
Why? Oh, he's about to fucking roll up.
Let's make sure there's enough room behind us so that
Enough room behind us.
we don't hit anything.
It shouldn't, though, as long as he goes through. I just fucking went inside the break.
That thing's gonna fly out.
Let me teach Daniel how to do it the right way. You remember how to do this?
Huh?
You remember how to do this?
Yeah, go. Are you gonna pull them out from each other?
Yeah. So if you have a rear view camera, you can watch right there, about right there, when the rear tires touch.
Luckily, I hit the grass. The grass stopped it.
He said, luckily I hit the grass.
I kept rolling it was for that
I hit the grass on purpose. Let me put this one in the front. I'll just put it here for now. When you know you're gonna have a 4,000-pound box on wheels rolling off of a truck, you put it somewhere to where it doesn't do any damage. If there was a curb there, what I would have done though, I've used curbs before and that's fine. What I would have done is I would just back up to the curb, let the wheels touch the curb first, and then pull the truck out from under it. That's how it should have been done. This one's gonna be a little hard. So this time what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna slide it, I'm gonna pull it out first to where the wheels are on the deck instead of trying to load it exactly from where it's at. So once the wheels are on the deck, then I'll be able to slide the truck out from under it, or slide the truck under it while I'm loading at the same time. We'll see if this works this time. I'm gonna slide it out. I'm gonna slide it forward until the wheels get on the actual deck itself. And then I'll do the same thing we did over there.
Just make sure you keep tension on it. What's that?
Daniel is stressing.
I gotta lift it up just a little bit to be able to hook it and pull it.
Right.
But I don't want to do it too much, so we'll slide that way like I did last time. So, all right. Hey, stand on that side, Daniel, and hold it in case it sides out.
I feel like a laugh.
All or nothing, folks.
Oh shit! How about? Let's not do that, Josh. Oh, it's already sliding. It's already slid over.
It's pretty neat to slide a little bit that way.
Huh?
Slide a little bit that way.
Yeah, but I need the wheels to be on the deck.
You got about that far to go.
The wheel, but the wheel will be on. The wheel won't make it to the deck, will it? Oh, I see. Okay, I can only see this wheel.
Yeah, you like
All right.
6 inches.
So you think it'll make it?
He says.
I need that wheel on the deck.
All right.
Just get close and we'll stop you if it don't make it.
If anything, we just grab a chain and a little binder and pull it this way too if we need to. I don't know if that'll work, but all right, let's try it. I can't see that wheel. I can only see this wheel for some reason.
Oh, this back one?
So I was way off on this wheel, but I know. I just need that wheel to be on. You going or not? What do you say? Stop.
All right, wheel fell off.
Wheel fell off? All right.
Went off by about that much. It was hanging. That last little jerk knocked it off.
The stand it was on went off sideways.
I think I got enough weight. If anything, I'll pull it forward a little bit more, and I'm gonna set the front down. No, but it's gonna.
Another truck we can hook the chain to?
No, then it's gonna slam down.
I think that one will be enough to hold it. No?
No, because I lift it up, it's gonna. Hey, bring the ram.
I was thinking the wind truck over there hook the chain to it and drag it.
Hey, they're in it. They're in it. I'll have to push it back out. I can push it back. Let me know when it clears the wheel. Good? No?
Broke the wood.
Oh no.
Sitting on that metal.
Oh
Trying to
yeah.
push it over the metal. Go over there and just pick that corner up with the hook.
No, not with it. I can't now with it.
Back up right towards the front. If you let it down in the front, it'll pick the back up.
Yeah, but then I'd have to what? Seesaw it, teeter.
Well, that's where he pulls. When it's up in there.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Let me go the other way. Hey, pull the truck up. I gotta pull it forward just a little bit more. So we still need to bring it down more in the front, right? To clear the back wheel.
Maybe, yeah, to do that.
Yeah, let me go forward just a little bit more. Can we put a chain on this so it doesn't keep going any more that way?
We can try it.
Tighten that just a little bit there. Let me know when, guys. All right, now unhook it. Take it out. Slowly. I forgot telling Daniel slowly is like. Enough for the whole wheel?
Half the wheel.
Go a little bit more? A little bit?
About a foot.
Little more? Good. Back. Now I just hope the angle isn't so extreme that the one on the inside is gonna.
I don't roll out.
Yeah, we're gonna strap these just in case. I don't want this one to pull out.
Right, and then we gotta work the car.
Yep.
I showed them this is the right job.
So we're gonna put it in reverse. I won't put my fingers there, homeboy. There you go. Some people say, you guys damage our driveways. You see, my wheel is hardly moving. It's probably not gonna move more than a foot the entire time I'm doing this entire load right here. I think the angle was less than it was on the bottom deck. It would not have come out, but I'd rather be sure than sorry. Now it's rolling, of course, because I'm getting it off the deck. All right, you can take the binder off. Just a little sweat. Boom, baby. Almost like I know what I was doing. Look at that, perfectly lined up. Perfectly lined up.
Daniel's in shock. He cannot believe it.
Which way am I going here? I'll move this one far up so we can unlock the door. Or close the door. What's he doing? Checking for damage? Definitely short boy approved right here.
What time is that 12-1 was?
Huh? 12.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna make it.
We can just go straight there.
I still got 2 pickups though. And pickup.
Big shout out to Keystone. It's raining now.
Yeah. All day it's gonna rain. This sucks.
Taking an AI photo of a dumpster that I sent them and turning it into reality. That thing's kind of badass. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I like how they went all the way around
Yeah.
with the stripes and the blue in the front.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that blue.
It's a new can. I mean, a new style for American AF. All right, so that is going to be it for this video. Got a couple or several new cans today. I'm excited about that blue one. Super cool. Great job by Keystone Waste Solutions. Big shout out to Keystone. If you guys need any dumpsters, if you guys are in the market for trucks, roll-offs, whether it be hook lifts or cable pull, reach out to Keystone. I've got their number right here. We're gonna put it here for you. Call Don, he'll definitely hook it up, as well as any Keystone trailers that you guys are looking for. You can definitely reach out to me for those. But Keystone did an awesome job on the cans. I really like the extra steps they gave me. Short guy approved, so looking forward to stickering those up and putting those into rotation. Networking meeting went great. Lots of guys showed up today. The group is getting bigger and bigger, and I'm happy with that. Lots of good talks back and forth. And yeah, I'm getting ready for my live tonight. I'm going to have Dylan with Rhino Solutions on, as well as Clayton from Rolling Ops. It's going to be a good live. So by the time you watch this, if you haven't seen that live stream, we're going to go ahead and link it to the video here, so you guys can watch it and rewatch it, and hopefully we'll give you a ton of good content and good information. With that, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.